Don Chevrier with Angelo Dundee in Pesaro, Italy. This is the 7th round of the WBA middleweight championship bout. On the right is the champion. Now circling left, Sumbu Kalambay, who's had a field day at the expense of the challenger, Mike McCallum. McCallum may have left his bid for a middleweight championship, moving up from the junior middleweight ranks, which he dominated a little bit too long, Angelo.
Well, I tell you, he made this middleweight thing easy, but the thing I noticed after the weigh-in, he was sucking on a lot of liquid. They both made the weight very easily.
But his age catching up with McCallum. Surely the swiftness of Kalambay has bothered him throughout this bout. Is he really 35? Is he 31 or 32, as his records indicate, back in his native Jamaica?
You know what happens, Don? These guys get old in the ring, and there's no changing it. And the way he let that shot go, that was an old move.
They could age before your eyes, in other words.
That's
almost.
right. Right before your eyes, these kids get old. It doesn't mean way up in age, or could be a 29, 28-year-old guy get old in the ring.
Of course, Frank Tate owns the IBF middleweight title. Thomas Hearns the WBC version. This is the WBA middleweight crown. Kalambay won it from Moran Barkley. Another caution about a low blow from McCallum. From John Coyle, the referee, who has not had to do that since the 2nd round, when he had to step in 3 or 4 times. We want to alert our local stations at the end of this round. We'll be taking a station break.
Reaching. He's going to have to set something up off his jab, and don't be reaching. He's looking for one punch. And, you know, it may not come with this guy, because Kalambay is very slick, and he slides the punches, and he counters well with the right uppercut.
Well, as we saw in the Donald Curry bout, one punch did indeed turn that around rather dramatically. And until that point, McCallum hadn't fared that well, as he is not faring well with Kalambay. There's a good right thrown by Kalambay, and the crowd here responds to it.
Kalambay is a very smart boxer with that jab. He moves over, he cuts off the ring, and he's throwing some real good counter punches.
I don't think that he has ever hurt McCallum. They tend to wear him down as they accumulate, but he certainly has outpointed him. The 3 judges at ringside will decide if they're from Venezuela, Puerto Rico, and Panama. And their cards have to indicate a huge lead for Sumbu Kalambay at this stage. And we'll be back with ABC's Wide World of Sports after this message from our local station. Here is the 8th round from Pesaro, Italy. It's becoming increasingly obvious on most scorecards at ringside that Mike McCallum on the right is going to have to try to stop this man. But Kalambay has never been taken out. He's only been knocked down twice in his career.
McCallum is looking to load up with his punches. They want him to pressure in the corner. Lou Duva wants him to step in, but he's not doing it. He's trying to set him up for the one big punch, and it may never come all night long. And what's going to happen, he's going to lose this fight if he keeps on fighting the way he is.
Well, he's definitely losing it right now. There's a right, jab, left thrown by Kalambay.
The other danger is the next time he throws a low blow, the referee's going to have to take away a point, because he's warned him too many times without taking away a point.
He gets the left through. George Benton also with Duve in the corner, urging him to go to the body, but McCallum, just with a look at his face, tries to tell him, it's much easier said than done, fellas. I can't get inside. I can't get near this guy because of that kind of quickness. And there's his wife, Kalambay's wife, Rosa, whom he met in Italy, and their 4-year-old son, Patrick, who gets to stay up late just once to watch Dad defend his championship. They are sitting right behind us and obviously very confident with what they see.
Next low body punch, you're going to see this referee definitely take a point away, because he watched that last punch. It was right at the waistline.
Of course, McCallum can't get any farther behind than he is right now at points. If they disqualify him, it's different, but he's got to look for the punch to take this man out. That's his only shot now, I think, although it's just the 8th round.
Yeah, because you can't lose a fight, you know, on a low blow.
Yep, you could be taken out of it. Only a minute to go now in this, the 8th round. Those are all attempts to go up top to the head by McCallum. He gets the right through, but gets a counter punch in return. He's not trying to go to the body, but he's taking punishment from Kalambay again.
Kallambay's really slick in there, used his shoulders well. He slipped 2 or 3 shots. He came up with a big right uppercut.
But there's no question, Angelo, the consistent jab of Kalambay is keeping McCallum at bay. He can't get inside because of it. There he gets a shot to the body, but only one. Kalambay at the end of that exchange fires the right eye. Continues to score well with the jab.
He may have hurt McCallum with that last shot, Don.
He did. 8th round comes to a close. It is getting late for Mike McCallum. It also becomes increasingly evident that this could be indeed the twilight of his career. He finally reaches for the middleweight ring on the ladder. As I said before, that he needed too long. He dominated the junior middleweight ranks for so long. Finally moves up where he felt he can get some respect. The kind of respect Larry Holmes wanted. He's having trouble getting it against this man.
Well, he's going to have to knock out this man to get the respect, because otherwise he's losing, and he's going to continue to lose if he don't put his punches together.
Well, if we are not seeing a star born in Kalambay, we are seeing one certainly better exposed to an American audience today. Italians, other Europeans have known what Kalambay can do for quite some time. Ren Barkley found out in October, and now we are seeing what he can do against a ring-wise veteran in Mike McCallum. Next Saturday, Pernell Whitaker, the lightweight championship against Jose Luis Ramirez from Paris. Angelo and I will be ringside for that one for you.
Mike McCallum is actually breathing hard. He's breathing from his mouth. He may have had a slight cold in his nose or something, but he's definitely breathing heavy from his mouth.
Well, he is laboring, and as you said, he was hurt by Kalambay right at the end of that last round.
Yes, he got hit with a shot he didn't expect to get hit with, and that's the kind that hurt, whether you're a puncher or not.
Well, on my card, I have it 6-1-1, and I could be generous in terms of what I've given to Kalambay again gets a good, solid shot through. In any event, a huge lead for Kalambay.
You're getting with the round bit. I'm getting with the points bit. It's 10-9 rounds. There's that left hook I told you about that Mike crosses his left foot off his right foot, and he gets nailed with a left hook coming in. Kalambay has his own slick way of slipping punches. You catch that, Don?
Yeah.
You use that shoulder of his real well.
Does it very well. But he must be ever mindful of the fact that he still can get hurt by McCallum, but he is hurting him at this stage. Mike is not getting a whole lot of his punches now.
You know what, they're using 10-ounce gloves in there tonight. They're also using attached thumb, which is a safety factor. In other words, you can't thumb each other.
Kind of glove you wonder why wasn't around years ago. And so it continues. Frustration for McCallum, success for Kalambay.